Hi there, I'm Dave Webster. I'm pastor at Arbroath Mission. I'm also a school chaplain. It's great to have this opportunity to speak with you right now. And obviously, we're living through some strange times. That's why I'm communicating with you in this way. I would have been in for school assemblies, but this is where we're at. So hopefully, you get this message. We're living through some really crazy times. Of course, schools are off. But also shops, apart from essential ones, are closed down. Restaurants, bars, gyms, churches, everything is closed down at the moment. Cinemas and sports leagues, everything is, we're just living in a sort of alternate reality at the moment. The situation's changed. I hope for those of you who are studying at home, hope you are studying, but I hope you're getting on okay with your Go accounts, your Microsoft Teams and all that kind of stuff that can be a bit complicated, I'm sure. So I hope you guys are getting on okay with that. But everything's different, even for your parents and folks when they can get out to the shops. There's things like toilet roll and hand sanitizer and tins of food, packs of pasta that are scarce at the moment. Things are different. Police have been given extra powers to just sort of enforce all the measures that are going on at the moment. And new emergency hospitals have been set up. It's all crazy. It's all different. And what's crazy as well is we don't know how long this is going to be going on for. We really don't. And this is also what's really crazy is this is not just affecting Scotland. This is not just affecting the UK. This is affecting the whole of the world. And I just got some stats here that looked up. So there's almost 900,000 cases of coronavirus at the moment, and that's probably skyrocketed since I last checked this out. And these cases are spread across over 200 different countries. And last time I checked, there are over 40,000 people have died so far from this, and sadly, probably a lot more to come. And my heart, and hopefully your heart, goes out to all who've lost loved ones, who are ill, who are particularly anxious or worried at this time. But we are living through something that is a momentous point in history. There's nothing we can really compare this to, at least in our lifetime, that really relates to what's going on at the moment. This is affecting billions of people. This is something that, there's a huge proportion of the world's population that's in lockdown at the moment. And the craziest thing about it all is that this just started in one country. It started in China, but it didn't just start in one country. It started in one city, Wuhan, in China. And it's thought that in that one city that this whole virus started from one market they had there where animals were sort of bought and sold, live animals, dead animals, that kind of thing. And it's possible that obviously we can't detail exactly how this happened, but it's thought that bats that carry diseases and viruses, rabies, things like that, that maybe one bat, as little as one bat, infected one chicken at this one market in this one city in this one country, and everything spread out from there. And it really makes you think how something, just one little thing, can make such a huge impact. And what I'd like to do is just sort of turn that into a bit of a positive thought and think about, at this time, this really strange, crazy time we're living in, just to think of 5 little things that can also make a really big impact. Okay, so the first of those things is hand washing and social distancing. Okay, I'm cheating a wee bit because that's 2 things there, but the point is that practical little steps like that can make a huge difference. Just washing your hands, getting rid of the bacteria and stuff that you might be passing on, can and just keeping your distance from one another can have a huge impact in slowing the spread of this virus. And the Prime Minister said a few weeks ago that the best present you could give your mother for Mother's Day is not to visit her. Obviously, that's talking particularly about visiting like grandparents and folk who've got mothers who are a bit older in homes and so on. But the point is that staying away from each other as much as we can, just a little practical thing like that, can save lives. Okay, so that's just one thing. The second thing is exercise. Little thing like exercise, just a bit of physical activity each day, just to get you up and going, can actually be really important for you. I don't know if some of you have been doing Joe Wicks YouTube live workouts Monday to Friday, 9 o'clock. A lot of folk have been doing that the world over. But you might be doing some other YouTube workout, something like that. You might just have been sitting on the sofa for the last week and a half or longer, and not in your usual routine. But just want to encourage you, whether it's doing a few press ups, whether it's walking up and down your stairs a few times, making your own workout, if you'd rather do that. When you do get an opportunity, going out and getting some fresh air and a wee bit of a walk. But what I want to encourage you with is that the physical exercise, just a little thing like for half an hour, getting a wee bit of exercise if you can, isn't only good for your physical health, it's good for your mental health as well, and just giving you a general sense of well-being. Okay, that's our second thing. Our third little thing is this: staying in touch. Staying in touch. Now, some of you might totally be in your element at the moment. You're just able to stay in your room, play your computer games, read your book, whatever it is that you enjoy doing on your own. But actually, for some people, maybe perhaps if you've got older relatives in particular who are maybe not involved in technology and social media and things as much as you might be, it's something simple like picking up the phone, sending them a message if they got a phone, or if you've got older relatives or whoever it is that you can think of to stay in touch with and might be a little bit lonely and down at this time. Just staying in touch with them can really make a huge difference. Not a big deal for you, might be a big deal for them. One phone company used to have a slogan that said, "It's good to talk." And it is good to talk, especially if folk are feeling a wee bit isolated. Okay, that's our third thing. Our fourth thing is practical help. Now, I am sure that your family love you very much, but they probably don't love having you with them all of the time. And you might not love it either, but it's the situation that we're living in right now. And so I just want to give you a couple of things to think about. Maybe something as little as making someone a cup of tea, tidying up after yourself, washing the dishes, that kind of thing can actually just make a real difference in making you a nicer, better person to be around. So I'll just leave that one with you. I'll let you have a wee think about that. And the last thing I want to just share with you in terms of practical help, that was the last one, practical help. But the last thing I want to share with you in terms of little things that can make a big difference is hope. Hope is just a little word, 4 letters, but it's really important. It's really important. People have been putting rainbows up in their windows for others to see, just as a little symbol, a sign of hope and encouragement in this time. Hope's really important. Now, I should have been coming in this week for school assemblies on the theme of Easter just before we break up for the Easter holidays. But Easter, the story of Easter is actually a great story of hope. A situation of despair and darkness with the death of Jesus, that with his resurrection and coming back to life, turned into a story of good news and a story of hope, unexpected hope. And for those who follow Jesus, who believe in his teachings and follow him, then actually the good news story of hope in Jesus actually makes a huge impact for them. And actually for many, many people the world over, that story has real meaning and significance, that they hold on to the hope that they get through the story of Jesus and what Easter is about. But what I'd just like to say, and I just finish with saying this, is whether you find hope in God, whether you find hope through some other source, I just want to encourage you to look beyond the situation that we find ourselves in at the moment, which maybe can get you down, be a bit dark, be a bit depressing, be like, oh, when's this going to finish? And find hope. Find hope, because hope keeps you going. Hope is a really good thing. And just like hand washing and all the other little things I've talked about, hope is something, a little thing that really does make a real difference. So I hope that you stay safe. I hope that I get to see you, hopefully not too long from now. I hope this has been helpful for you. And yeah, that's all from me. Maybe you want to play this again. Think through those 5 little things I've thought about, so that maybe you can see if there's any ways that you can implement them to help you at this time. Right, guys, see you later.